Now, for those of you who are defending Maresca, I don't know what's the issue with you, but there has to be some kind of problem, psychological issue with anyone of you who's defending Maresca. I think it's Stockholm syndrome. You know, the thing is, if you're managing a team and you want to win, and I've said it always, every time, that there has to be some kind of way in which you prioritize winning instead of preserving players, because injured players will always be injured. It doesn't depend on the team, it doesn't depend on how many minutes they are playing, it doesn't depend on some kind of scientific recovery regime or something. Injury prone players will always be injured. Now, there's some kind of people who are injury prone and we know them, but it's not for all players. Like, you just can't wake up one day and expect that Caicedo is going to be injured because he has played 2 games. And when you see all these teams that are winning, say, look at the Aston Villa, look at Arsenal, look even at Man City. Like, you find, even right now when they're winning, it's just a bunch of 11 to 15 players, and I've said it all the time, it's just a bunch of 11 to 15 players who are playing every other game. Aston Villa has, like, I can predict how Aston Villa will play today. I can predict the lineup that Aston Villa will play next week. I can predict the lineup that Aston Villa will play the week after, and it will always be correct. Probably just 1 or 2 changes. With Chelsea, you just don't know, and it's because they're giving all these reasons. And now yesterday, Maresca coming into the pre-game conference and saying, pre-game press, and saying, tomorrow we are not going to have Hato, we are not going to have Cucurella, we are not going to have a bunch of players. And you look at Maresca, or you look at him, and you see, he subbed Palma in the other game, and all these reasons were, they need to recover. And now, 2 games later, 2 days or 3 days later, which you think they have recovered, and then goes ahead and said, they'll be injured. Now, first, the thing is, I gave up with Chelsea competing for the Premier League probably some 3 or 4 weeks ago. But right now, I don't even go into a game expecting we will win. Like today, we have Bournemouth, but there's nothing in my body that just says we can win, like we have a chance. And next on the weekend, we'll have Man City. Again, there's nothing in my body just that says we have a chance. And we have been doing this thing all through. And the fact that, when you look at other teams and you see, like, there have been periods where the team was going down or trying to come up and everything was messed up, like or changing the coach or changing the players. If you look at our team, that we have spent so much, like the owners have spent so much on players. Right now, I think just based on purchasing, like probably will be the second expensive team. Probably Man City will be first and then us second. But the quality that we have, I don't know if it's just the quality or the way the coach is using the quality that we have. You look at Pedro during the Club World Cup, and now it's just another thing. You look at Enzo, now it's just a different thing. You look at even Cucurella, the people who are solid. Like, the only 3 or 4 guys who are giving performance are maybe Sanchez, Caicedo, and Neto to some extent, but he doesn't give the output. Like, he's just running up and down. And James, like probably 3 players, 4 players. All the other guys, you just expect this week they'll be good, next week they will not, the other week they will not, the other week they'll be suffering. And you keep asking certain questions like, why are we in this position? Like, what's happening with our Chelsea? Why are we doing this? Why are we struggling? Why after having the team give us hope during Conference League, during the Club World Cup at the start of the season, winning certain games which you think like, okay, these are very, very hard games. But then you win and then it just reaches a period where there's nothing that is working. And probably you think, for some extent, like for a certain period of time, we used to think the players are not okay, the quality is so poor. But again, right now, when you look at the quality, and not just the quality, the decision making on the lineup, on the way we play, you start realizing that it's not that we don't have the quality. I think we have the quality. It's just that the decision making is not right. The decision making on the lineup, on who will play, on how we'll play, on what substitutions to make, on certain things, the red cards, the everything. And you realize this thing is all about management. It's all about management. And that's why I think we are at the position we are. Not because Maresca is a bad coach, but I think Maresca doesn't know how to make the correct decisions, doesn't know how to make, is not wise enough, or probably he doesn't have the right experience to know this is the decision I'm taking if I'm going to win the league. And I think we will do it this season and next season and the season after, maybe 5, maybe 6 years, and who knows, because we are competing with other people. If Arsenal reach a point where they are winning the league, if Man City keeps retaining this point where they are winning the league, if the other teams keep improving, then there's no way you are expecting us at this position when we think we are at the pole position, like all these other teams are fumbling a little, that we can't go on and win the league. How do we expect like next season it will be different? Next season we'll start losing people, because I think even for people like Cucurella, I think we are just nearly at his peak. Then from there, probably this is his peak this season. Then probably from there we'll just be having a slump. And it happens to each player. And now when you have all this quality, they have this world class quality like Cucurella at their prime, and we don't use them. So when they start slumping, we again will not be having a team where we say we have grown with this team, we need them to win this time. We'll go on into a period where we need again to replace certain people, where we need to again to start replacing Cucurella, and we know people like Gittens and everything have not reached that point. And then after replacing Cucurella, we find that okay, Sanchez needs to be replaced. Now when Sanchez needs to be replaced, we find Reece James needs to be replaced. Now we become a Brighton. Like I see ourselves becoming a Brighton. We are already a Brighton. We are just trying to solidify that position of developing players and selling them. Anyway, it's not like I'm just saying like garbage in, garbage out. Whatever Maresca makes the decision, like you see it, and you just know that this game we probably are not going to win, and this season we probably are not going to win, and maybe we'll be out of the Champions League and all these other cups. But who cares? It's okay.